How does it feel to be a rookie in the game of golf? What challenges do new players face on the PGA Tour? Episode 7 of Full Swing answers these questions by featuring Sahith Theegala and Mito Pereira. The viewers got to see firsthand the drama and heartaches of near misses in the game, as Theegala and Pereira go through an exciting and daunting experience. Without further ado, let's jump into what you might have missed on the penultimate episode of this golf series. New players on the PGA Tour face a number of challenges. They have to contend with the fact that they are competing against some of the best golfers in the world, many of whom have years of experience and a long list of achievements to their name. This can make it difficult for rookies to establish themselves and gain the respect of their peers. This is exactly the situation that Sahith Theegala and Mito Pereira found themselves in. Sahith Theegala puts it well. College, you're playing against a lot of really good players still, but you get to the PGA Tour, it's like, oh, everybody in this field is like a first team All-American. It takes a little bit of time to get used to it. The episode begins with the introduction of the pair at the Players' Championship First Timers Media Day. Mito Pereira is surrounded by lots of Latin American friends and his wife Antonia. Netflix covers a dinner taking place in Pereira's house, with the likes of Joaquin Niemann and Alvaro Ortiz in attendance. Pereira's 3 Korn Ferry Tour wins are showcased, and he is described as a rookie with pretty high expectations, one of the most promising young stars on the PGA Tour. Pereira is more popular than Sahith, and this puts him under more pressure to perform. Next is Sahith, who does his laundry in a way that we can all relate with. Sahith had recently moved out from his childhood home in California to his own place in Dallas, Texas. We're also taken down memory lane into Theegala's childhood years, where we see the young lad winning the Junior World Tournament for boys 6 and under in 2004. I was really good at golf from the start, Theegala says. I practiced a lot. Theegala's father, Murli, speaks about his son's passion for golf with a wonderful smile. Being an Indian-American golfer makes Sahith even more unique. He is the first person from his family to develop a passion for golf. Murli observed early enough that Sahith was talented and then gave him his full support. I was a big fan of golf because I saw Tiger Woods, Murli says. I got hooked onto watching a lot on TV. Sahith would sit with me and watch it, and I don't know when he got interested, but one fine day when he said, "You want to go and hit some balls?" That's when I found out, oh, he really loved that game. First time when he won the Junior World, then I knew, oh, this kid is special. So I knew that I needed to do whatever it takes from my side to help him out. At the 2022 WM Phoenix Open, Theegala comes very close to achieving his lifelong dream. He was tied for the lead on the 17th tee on Sunday, but drove it into the water. The resultant effect of this was that he had to leave the tournament with a T3. As expected, Theegala is hurt by this outcome, and he is captured shedding tears and being comforted by his family. "I'm really proud of you. I'm really proud of you," Theegala's father says when Theegala emerges from the media centre. Fantastic job. Although Theegala had just won over $400,000 at the age of 24, he is absolutely heartbroken. Theegala hugs his father and moves on to bury his head on his mother's shoulder as tears flow down his eyes. The 25-year-old goes on to compete in his hometown event, the Genesis Invitational, the week after the WM Phoenix Open. Theegala remembered going to Riviera Country Club as a teenager to watch PGA Tour golf events and get autographs from his favourite players. However, Sahith Theegala was the one giving autographs to children. Theegala had grown up to become a golf star, with lots of young fans looking up to him. We then turn to Mito Pereira, the Chilean who won 3 times on the Korn Ferry Tour in 2021 to earn an immediate promotion to the main tour. The episode also explores the friendship between Joaquin Niemann and Mito Pereira. The pair grew up in Chile, they shared the same coach and practiced together daily as youngsters. A win for one is a win for all, and the group is frequently shown on camera supporting each other's good play. Niemann used to idolise Pereira, who happened to be 4 years his senior. Pereira, for some reason, gave up the game, and the roles have now reversed with him idolising Niemann, who won the Genesis Invitational at Riviera in spectacular fashion, with Pereira and other Spanish speakers watching on and waiting to congratulate him on the 18th green. Pereira also suffered a similar fate as Theegala at the 2022 PGA Championship in Southern Hills. This is a big moment for him, as it is his first major championship. Pereira had a one-shot lead on the 18th tee, then a bad drive causes everything to go wrong for him. His ensuing double bogey on the final hole gave Justin Thomas the trophy, and Pereira settled for T3. Pereira's loss was a very sad one, and it was felt by everyone watching, especially his wife that was very certain that he would win. "I just know he's gonna win," his wife Antonia earlier said to Pereira's caddy's wife, as they are both followed by cameras walking around Southern Hills. "I f***ed it up on the last hole," he says to his caddy after that drive on the 18th, which found the creek and led him to needing a penalty drop. The episode ended with Pereira's devastating championship loss. Mito reacted calmly to his loss in front of camera. He looked down in disappointment and is later consoled by Neiman and other Latin American players outside the clubhouse. The lesson for this whole encounter is clear. Golf is indeed hard. Although nothing is said about LIV Golf, this episode is even more interesting because of the recent news of both Neiman and Pereira switching over to LIV Golf. Neiman ended up signing in August last year. After all we have learnt about the closeness between Neiman and Pereira, it didn't come as a surprise that Pereira also recently jumped ship to LIV in 2023, along with Sebastian Munoz. Pereira will play on Neiman's team, Talk GC. "Winning on the PGA Tour has been the dream of my life, basically," Pereira says in the episode, but it's a really tough thing to do. Although Pereira never won during a short period on the PGA Tour, he was able to amass about $2.8 million in winnings last year, while Tigala earned $3.1 million, and even made it to the lucrative Tour Championship. He's now ranked 33rd in the world. Not being able to see these two exciting young players compete together again on the PGA Tour is a great loss. Neiman and Pereira are part of a wider group of Latinos and Spanish speakers on the PGA Tour, who are now mostly with LIV Golf. Abraham Ancer, Sergio Garcia, Sebastian Munoz, and Carlos Ortiz. Ancer, Garcia, Neiman and Ortiz joining LIV isn't touched upon in full swing. The Spanish speakers made the episode more intriguing with some of their barbecues and gatherings. The family vibes between the group on the tour was fun and exciting. The best part of this episode is Tigala's genuine and heartbreaking reaction to his loss. He is publicly emotional, and this is not something that fans get to see every day. Tigala is not afraid to open up about his disappointment. Another unique personality in this episode is Tigala's dad, Merle, who is constantly cheering Tigala on. After watching the movie, his lessons will continue to resonate in your mind. "Why temper your emotions?" Tigala asks in one interview, paraphrasing advice from his dad. "You should know when you're angry, when you're sad." Did this episode change your view of new pro golfers? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.